Deion Sanders, Asante Samuel reignites social media beef. Colorado Buffaloes coach and NFL Hall of Fame cornerback Deion Sanders had social media feud over defensive back technique with former four-time Pro Bowl corner Asante Samuel on Friday. A social media debate began after Colorado Buffaloes coach and NFL Hall of Fame cornerback Deion Sanders traded blows via X with former first-team All-Pro defensive back Asante Samuel on Friday. Beef stemmed from a recent Sanders interview on NFL Network at Big 12 Pro Day, where Coach Prime took a lighthearted dig at the T-step, a footwork technique for cornerbacks. "If one of my players do that, I'm ripping his face mask off," Sanders joked. Samuel took exception to these remarks, quoting the video twice over and pointing out the importance of teaching the technique despite Sanders' status as one of the NFL's all-time greatest defensive players. The former New England Patriots, Philadelphia Eagles, and Atlanta Falcons cornerback notably linked his defensive back development course, The Art of the Interception, in the more cordial of the two posts, but Samuel took a more mocking tone in the second quote, prompting a response from Sanders. Many were quick to point out the likely origins of "Tell them what this really about, sir," in Sanders' response. In 2011, Sanders was asked about Samuel's chances of wearing a gold jacket, to which he said Samuel had a good career, but one that was not worthy of the NFL Hall of Fame. Samuel was quick to snap back at these comments, calling Sanders a hater. In 2020, the feud bubbled back to the surface. Sanders again expressed criticism in the T-step, to which Samuel took more subtle shots at Sanders, claiming he lacked technique and that his game-breaking athleticism was heavy-handed in his Hall of Fame consensus. "It's not a debate, pimp, it's the facts. The guy who criticizes the technique didn't have any technique. He was a great athlete and was just faster than everyone else. Don't be fooled," wrote Samuel on social media in March 2020. Flash forward 5 years, and Samuel has continued a tirade that certainly backs up his ex-banner, bio, and self-appointed nickname, reading "Say what needs to be said, professional S***** talker, and T-step king." He presented a stat graphic implying that he had a career on a similar level to Sanders. These stats are accurate but lack the context that made Sanders a consensus Hall of Famer in his position. Sanders played a lockdown man-to-man coverage style that often caused opposing quarterbacks to avoid targeting his side of the field, while Samuel was superb in zone coverage. Sanders had 94 passes defended in his career and had a 56.4 interception percentage. Samuel defended 164 passes in his career to 51 interceptions, a 31.1 percentage, proving Sanders to be the superior ball hawk. So, what is a T-step? After all, the technique involves opening up one's hips to aid a change in direction and drive out of a backpedal, involving an awkward-looking but effective step in the shape of a T. As opposed to a bicycle step, where the corner's motion is more direct and fluid, the T-step helps cornerbacks make up for physical deficiencies and is used more in zone coverage. The strategy is where Samuel made his money, and while he's not far off in his assertion that Sanders' all-time great athletic profile helped him not need it, both strategies are proven to work with enough coaching. In Sanders' case, longtime Florida State Seminoles defensive coordinator Mickey Andrews showed him the way. Public opinion is clear that Sanders had a better career than Samuel, and the disgruntled corner may have wanted to capitalize on the engagement driven by Coach Prime's earlier quote. However, the debate over the superior cornerback technique may last until the end of time.